It's good that Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice have collaborated together along with Aqua to do a bit of a remix of Barbie Girl, but we all know who really should have been the one to do that.
Hiya, Barbie. Hi, Dad. You wanna go for a ride? Jump in. Jump in. I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Locked in plastic. It's fantastic. You can push my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation. Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Hey, Barbie. Can I come to your house tonight?
Sure. I don't have anything big planned, just a giant blowout party with all the Barbies and planned choreography and a bespoke song. You should stop by.
So cool.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to my channel and time for another episode of Luke's Reviews. On today's video, the summer movie season is in full swing and we're going to take a look at a film that is currently smashing the box office to smithereens and also happens to be the second part of my Barbenheimer coverage. It's of course Barbie. Barbieland is an idyllic paradise. All Barbies are thriving, living the perfect lives, having perfect careers, and always being happy and positive, with sexism seemingly being solved. Nothing will get them down. As for the Kens, well, they're there too. But when one Barbie appears to be on the brink of an existential crisis, she must journey into the real world to uncover why this is happening to her and hopefully restore the hole that is tearing the space-time continuum. Oh, and Ken comes along too. If you would have sat me down a year ago and told me that a live-action Barbie movie was shaping up to be one of the highest-grossing movies of the year, if not the highest-grossing movie of the year, being adored by critics and audiences universally, and garnering potential Oscar buzz, I would have laughed hysterically in your face. But that is exactly what's happening, and deservedly so, because Greta Gerwig's Barbie movie is as delightful as you are being told it is. I had a boatload of fun watching this. Let's start with the humour, because Barbie is comfortably the funniest film that I have seen all year. The incredibly meta, self-deprecating and satirical jokes are hilarious. It pokes fun at the ridiculousness of Barbieland, but also turns a mirror on our own world to see that there is some silliness in there too. Margot Robbie's Barbie is having a complete crisis. She's aware of her own doll-like existence and is beginning to have creeping thoughts of death, paranoia, and worst of all, flat feet.
Flat feet!
Robbie does such a great job with the comedy, leaning fully into the stereotypes many of us have with Barbie dolls. But then, as the film takes the time to ground itself within the real world and characters and understanding the importance and significance of Barbie, that's when Robbie steps it up to her A game. Do not be surprised if you see nominations coming her way. And then there's Ken, or more specifically, Ryan Gosling's Ken. Now I say that for some context because there are a variety of different versions of Barbie and Ken. You've got the likes of Issa Rae, Emma Mackey, Kate McKinnon, and Alexandra Shipp who populate the Barbies. And then as we turn to the Kens, that's when we see familiar faces like Simu Liu, Ncuti Gatwa, Kingsley Benadir, and they make up the Kens. And then there's Michael Cera who plays Alan. Aw, we love Alan. But back to Gosling, because talk about an actor who gives his entire body and soul to a performance. He is absolutely out of this world, juggling buffoonery, total nonsense, and one of the most side-splitting musical breaks I've seen. There is nothing that Gosling leaves on the table. His comedic talents are unmatched. Even when the focus isn't on him, he is still there in the background doing something, whether it's his facial expressions, hair flicks, body language. He is maximizing any moment he gets to have you full on belly laughing. And the film's loud and absurdist behaviour doesn't end with the performances. The production design is insane. A lot of Barbieland, well, it could have been shot with green screen, but the crew decided to give themselves a challenge, and opted to build it for real. So we have these gigantic pastel-covered playgrounds assembled like a legitimate Barbie house. The team could not have done better to bring this world to life. As for everything in the real world, now shockingly, come as a bit of a surprise to me, we don't actually spend a great deal of time there. There is an endearing mother-daughter relationship between America Ferrera and Ariana Greenblatt, although, considering I got the impression that this was supposed to be the emotional crux of the movie, I didn't find it all that emotionally engaging. Will Ferrell also pops up as the CEO of Mattel. I told you that this movie gets better, and he's as funny as you would expect him to be. He does have some killer one-liners. But the reason as to why this movie works so damn well and isn't just some cheap commercial knockoff is because of Greta Gerwig. Going from indie darling to now a future tentpole for blockbuster filmmaking, she has taken it in her stride, but more importantly, has still made the film in her own way. Yes, the silliness and comical nature of Barbie is probably a big contributing factor as to why this movie is going to win over audiences, but I would argue that the reason that this film is going to stay with you, okay, in part is due to a sensational sequence of Ryan Gosling singing I'm Just Ken. That entire musical number is worth the price of admission alone, but putting that to one side, it is because of the message at its core. It makes no attempt to disguise it or even mask it. Barbie is addressing themes like gender stereotypes, the importance of feminism, but also looking at how those sorts of topics can kind of go both ways. Gerwig wrote the screenplay with her husband Noah Baumbach, and they don't aim to sugarcoat the role that Barbie dolls played in many people's adolescence, how important they were to show girls that they could be whomever they wanted to be, whilst at the same time setting a precedent for many females, and also, admittedly with some more comedic results, highlighting how the Ken dolls were typically left to the side, just playing second fiddle to Barbie the entire time. And it is a reflection on society. It is a look that the world isn't necessarily all sunshine and pink for most women, and that the patriarchy isn't that fair. And mad props to Gerwig and Baumbach for choosing to address that rather than just settle on a conventional live-action Barbie movie that would often choose to prioritize selling merchandise instead. That being said though, there is a hoodie that Ken wears towards the latter half of the film. I would very much like one, please. One of the taglines in the trailer for Barbie explained how if you love Barbie, this is the movie for you. And if you hate Barbie, then this is also the movie for you. And it couldn't ring truer. Greta Gerwig really has done a tremendous job working on this project, crafting some of the funniest set pieces of the year, but also knowing when to ease off of the goofiness pedal and to uncover the importance and purpose that Barbie can serve in today's society. Margot Robbie continues to crush every single role she's given, but I guarantee the name on everyone's lips will be Ryan Gosling. Expect him to be a serious contender for that Best Supporting Actor Oscar. I'm being deadly serious. Barbie honestly is one of the most pleasant surprises of not just 2023, but of recent years. Give Greta Gerwig the keys to whatever she wants to do next. I will definitely be there. So I'm going to give Barbie a 9 out of 10. Anyway guys, those were my thoughts on Barbie. Let me know, have you had the chance to see the film yet? What did you think? Which did you prefer out of Barbie and Oppenheimer? Which was your favourite of this very, very strange double bill? And my question to you, what childhood toy series would you like to see have its own feature film adaptation? But that is all we have time for here today, so thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to click that like button, and if you aren't already, click that subscribe button too.